Assalamualaikum students, hope you all are doing great. So before starting my lesson, I would like to give a brief review of my previous lecture. In my previous lesson, we have discussed the terminologies, the terms of the climate and the weather. We have discussed the difference between the weather and the climate. I told you that climate and weather seems to be a same thing, but there is a very slightly difference is that weather is related to the short term day to day change in humidity, in dryness, coolness, hot, rain, etc. And on the other hand, the climate is the long term change of the weather condition of any area that will be pursued for the long time. After that, I told you that there are the different zones of the earth. So all the areas that are located on the north pole and the south pole will be cold, as they will not receive sufficient amount of the sunlight. And all the countries, all the areas that are located near the equator or on the equator will remain hot throughout the year. After that, we have discussed the effect of the rainfall on the climate, and I told you that in those areas where the amount of the rainfall is more, there will be more vegetation, the weather of that area will be more pleasant. And in the areas just like the deserts, where there is less amount of the rainfall or no rainfall, there will be the less vegetation or sometimes the no vegetation. Then we had discussed the height and altitude. Obviously, I told you that the height makes a very important impact on the weather of any place. For example, all the mountainous area, all the northern area we have in our country that is located at the height, at the altitude, they are colder than all the areas that are located in the plains. Okay student, as you know that I've tried to find out the book, but all in vain, and it is not available in Jahangiri San 2. So for that purpose, I tried to download the book in the PDF form on my laptop, and I will use it. I hope everyone can see it. Yes. Though these are the same sentences that's in the previous edition too, but I would like to use this book. Number one is closeness to the sea. Okay, what does the impact of the places that are located in the coastal areas that are located near the sea? Why it is important? As you can observe that in Pakistan, as you know, that Arabian Sea is located on the Karachi. So what do you know about the environment of Karachi? We know that the climate of the Karachi is humid. We know that the place will remain cold, especially in the evening. Why is it so? Because when the cool breeze blow and it pass through the sea to the land, so it makes the temperature pleasant, especially in the evening in those areas. So that's why Karachi, though it has a hot environment in the morning, but it remains cold in the evening because of the sea. I can read it out for you too. Places close to the sea usually have cool breeze blowing from the sea towards the land. This helps to keep the temperature down in the hot summer months. Karachi has a temperate climate since it is neither hot nor very cold. As you can observe that if you will visit the Karachi in the June and the July, then the temperature of the Karachi will remains moderate as compared to the temperature of the Lahore, because it is located near the bank of the sea. Okay, next we have the topic sheltered areas. What are the sheltered areas? There are the some areas which in which the rain cannot be to that extent because of the mountainous areas. For example, you can take an example of the mountain range of the Karakoram or the highway. So it Karakoram or the Himalayas, so it may happen that the amount of the rainfall would be more on one side, but due to the mountain it would be less on the other side, because mountain would act as a barrier on those places. We can take the example of the Chitral and the Gilgit. Those are the sheltered areas in which the amount of the rainfall in Gilgit is far more, but due to the mountains between the Chitral and the Gilgit, the amount of the rainfall in Chitral would be less. So some places are sheltered from the wind and the rain. For example, a range of hills can act as a barrier. One side may get lots of rain, but on the other side gets very little. This affects the climate of the place, such as in the case of Chitral and Gilgit, which are in the rain shadow of the sheltered areas. Obviously, you can assume that mountainous area would be act as a curtain, that one area may get the more rainfall, so because of that other area may would get the less amount of the rainfall. So turn the page number 20. One, page number 21, you may find the topic monsoon. Okay, so what is a monsoon? We always observe that there is much amount of the rainfall, especially in the monsoon. What is that monsoon? Let me zoom it out for you people. So monsoon is basically the seasonal wind. What does happen in the monsoon? Obviously, we can observe we can observe a lot of amount of rainfall in the monsoon. Where did it come from? Have you ever thought of? So these monsoon winds blow from the Bay of Bengal to the India, and it reaches to Pakistan via areas of India. So you can also observe this in this diagram. As you can see that these monsoon winds blow from the Sri Lanka, Bay of the Bengal, and it crosses the border of the India and it reaches to the Pakistan. So when it reaches to the Pakistan, there will be the lot of amount of the rainfall happen in Pakistan. And the time period of the monsoon we usually observe in our country is from July to the September, and in winter it could be the December to March. As we can observe that during the July to September there is more amount of the rainfall in our country. That is called the monsoon, and the major reason of that is monsoon wind. So monsoon is a seasonal wind that blows. Monsoon is a seasonal wind that blows from June to September in the subcontinent and across the South Asia. It is not mandatory that if it is the monsoon happening in Pakistan in June to September, so it would happen everywhere in these months. It is not mandatory. It will happen in the different months in different zones of the world. It brings rain when it blows across from the southwest over Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal. Obviously, I told you the same. The diagram will help you to understand how the monsoon wind could cause rain. This diagram, you can see the monsoon wind coming from the Bay of Bengal and the India. In Pakistan, the monsoon arrives in the summer. Rain clouds blow towards the west coast and the central plains of the India. By the time the monsoon winds reach Pakistan, there is little rain left. Monsoon rains in Pakistan fall between the month of July and September. That is what I told you. During the winter months between the December and the March, monsoon winds over India come from the northeast. This is the northeast part from here. it will come enter into India, and then we come to Pakistan. In Pakistan, winter rainfall is mainly in the north and west of the country. In winter, we can only observe the more amount of the rainfall in the northern areas of Pakistan and in the western area of Pakistan. You can you know that in the northern areas of Pakistan, just like the Hunza, Skardu, Chitral, Mari, we can observe the large amount of the rainfall. So that is just because of the monsoon winds. Um, West of the country brought by the winds blowing over Iran and Afghanistan. By the time they reach Pakistan, there is little rain left. So I will be sharing the reference video with you, and then I will share the task. Thank you.